Hello everyone, welcome back to another ridiculous episode of Spice Vader. The RX 6800 is here. You can see it. I've got it hooked up to the M.2 ADT Link adapter. We're going to go for it today. We're going to hook it up to the Steam Deck. I've got the Steam Deck torn apart here, so we're prepped and ready. So I'm going to pop the M.2 adapter into it again. We are going to see if the Steam Deck can run the RX 6800, do some benchmarks today, and then also I wanted to try to run the game drive that I have off of that USB-C port rather than off of the dock that I normally use, so let's find out if that works. In the meantime, I actually worked on getting this stand from Amazon, the stand dock kind of thing. And I used some double-sided tape to just take a USB-C kind of dock thing and attach it to it. So, you know, seeing as the Steam Deck, the Steam Dock, whatever they're going to call it, is delayed, I decided to make my own, and this plugs right into the Steam Deck on the top. Nice for traveling. It's a lot smaller footprint than this typical stand that I've been using. So I definitely like this a lot better, and plus, it takes in USB PD, USB 3, USB 2, HDMI port. Total cost of all this was probably like $25. So, not too broken up about it. We'll see how much the actual Steam Deck dock costs and go from there. I probably will pick that up when it's available. Anyway, back to this project here. Got my trusty Anker dock here. We've got my Cyberpunk drive here that's got the boot, the OS on it. Now you're not going to be able to see anything on the Steam Deck itself because once this hooks up and starts going, it all shoots out to the screen. So this is my 2 terabyte game drive, and I want to hook this up to the USB-C port on it. And you know what? Maybe I'll wait till we're in Windows first before hooking that up. Get my HDMI cord here. See, we got power. I'm going to need a keyboard and mouse. I'm just going to use this. It's the Logitech K400. It's pretty sweet. First, let's get my screen on behind me. Here we go. Oh, wait. Minus power. I might have been too quick on that. We'll see. Oh yeah, that worked. That totally worked. But we're not seeing the boot option we need to see there. So we might have to power this down and give it another shot. Oh, that's strange. You know, I had a lot of these issues the last time I tried to run with this drive, and maybe it's finally given up the ghost. Who knows? There we go. Jeez. Okay, so we want to hit that button. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's booting now.
One eternity later.
So, after much deliberation and irritating troubleshooting, finally got it working, but my screen back here, I forgot, is really annoying because it's actually a TV and it doesn't like AMD graphics cards for some reason. If I hook up an NVIDIA card to it, it'll display 1080p just fine. Anyway, I have a secondary display here that I hooked up with USB-C, so it's all running off of off of the deck power supply. So, yeah, we're going to try it this way. The RX 6800, the driver's loaded, so I can show that here. And there we go. RX 6800 is showing up. Give it the render test here. Yep, and it's still going to be PCI-E X16 4.0 at X4 3.0 because that's the ADT Link M.2 adapter. Not a lot of the AIBs that make Radeon cards have the USB-C port, but the reference ones do. Okay, that's the hardware picked up sound. Yeah. Yep. There it is. Yeah, it's working. So let's do some gaming benchmarks and see how that all works. So at 4K, I'm going to see if we can crank up the settings even more than last time with the 6600. And just see if we can get that APU to hit a higher percentage, because it seemed like it was kind of low at 4K, so... Oh yeah. Alright, yeah, 99%. Okay, so definitely tipping the balance towards the 6800. 98 FPS. And I think these are the same settings that I had with the 6600, so let's just verify that. Okay, so graphics. High graphics settings. And yeah, I think that's where we left off. So let's see if we could go to Ultra. We got ray tracing, low, medium, high. There's a Steam Deck profile. Awesome. Let's try Ultra. Yeah, this is looking real nice. It's using a lot more of that APU, probably a little more than is good for gaming, because then we might run into some other stutters. But hey, I mean, look at that. 96% and then 92, 95% on the 6800. So that's not too bad. And we're at 103 FPS. That's not too bad. VSync is off, obviously, here, so... Now, I didn't do ray tracing on, so let's putz with that and see what that does. Just go Ultra. Let's just bog out the system. Let's see if it'll crash. It certainly doesn't seem happy. Bring the overlay up. To me, it doesn't look like it increased the visual fidelity of the game at all, but... I mean, now we're running sub 60. Let's try driving this car around. Oh, huge stutter. I wouldn't like to play this at this frame rate. And once you get into Night City, I'm sure it's going to be a lot worse. I haven't gone that far in this game, so... It seems like the open areas are a lot more forgiving. Let's do medium. See what that does. Let's see, that got us to 50-ish FPS. That's a little more playable, a little smoother. Not too bad. But it's not 60. 60 is kind of where I live. This is a 4K 60 monitor, so I kind of pick minimums to be there. Let's see what the low setting shows. Okay, ray tracing low. Now we're over 60. Nice solid 75, 80. I don't know. To me, I think the winner is the Ultra setting. So, there you go. And you saw the CPU usage the whole time, so go with that. Let's check out another game. Let's change these graphics settings because it's set to Steam Deck settings, it looks like. Yes. No motion blur. That's stupid. Everything's maxed out now. And the overlay is set. Let's go. Okay. So, let's see. 7%. And we're at about 55. 56% on the CPU. 70 there. Not too bad. But that frame rate is sub 60. I was totally expecting this to be a little better than that, but I do have to consider that this is also running X4, so it's not getting the full bandwidth. And we did max out all the 4K settings. And this game is horribly unoptimized because it's Just Cause 4. So thank you, Square Enix. Not too bad, though. Let me see if I can turn down some of the settings. Because I think that I did... I think these were basically the big changes when I ran it before. That helped a little bit. Yeah, nice. Come on. Full ragdoll. Yes. Nice. Still though, 36 FPS? It's not great from an RX 6800. Anyway, let's check out another game. Doom Eternal. It's eternally Doom. VSync off. Ray tracing. Let's keep it off for now. See how it goes. And we're at Ultra Nightmare, which is everything maxed out basically. And we don't want resolution scaling. We want it to try its hardest. Oh yeah, that feels nice. That's pretty decent. Pretty decent. I feel like we could turn ray tracing on. Yeah, see, this is properly using the GPU. 99%, 77% on the APU. See this, Square Enix? This is how you optimize a game. This is Ultra Nightmare, and it's beautiful on the Steam Deck. Look at them graphs, they're green. Let's turn on ray tracing. I want to see what it does. Okay, ray tracing is on. Apply. The system will crash. Still using my trusty Xbox controller. Now with new thumbsticks. Oh, a little unhappy. It's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. 49. Okay. Yep, them ray tracers are... Oh, you know what? Yeah, this happened last time. It took a little bit to let the textures load, and then it kind of settled in. Look at this. This is maxed out on the Steam Deck with an RX 6800. Temps look good. We're hitting just about 60, down to 45. Well, they don't have DLSS on here, so we can't enable that. But there is resolution scaling. So let's see if we could do dynamic. Let's target 60. Okay. Yeah, so right now it's at 100%. So that's good. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Not bad. Yeah, 90% it looks like it hit once we started seeing some creatures here. Not too bad. Yeah, not bad with resolution scaling, everything maxed out, and ray tracing on at 4K 60. You're playing this on the Steam Deck with an RX 6800. Okay, that's sweet. Let's test another game. I know this is going to run really well, but I figured why not pop this one up. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. Alright, no VSync. Uncapped. Maximum everything. What's under custom? Yeah. Highest. Highest. So the menus were sub 60, but see the in-game. Yeah. Yeah. Flyover ain't too bad. A little stutter and hitch there, but this is definitely running a lot better using that my 2 terabyte game drive over the USB-C port. So it's channeling through the M.2 slot. So if I were to do this again in the future, this would be the way I would do it. Yeah, this is going good. Actually, now it's over 150 FPS. Let's check our graphics settings. We want, yep, DX11. That's a weird resolution, so let's go all the way up. Isolation. I'm just cranking things. I am cranking things. And now I'm restarting, apparently. Oh, here we go. It loaded in. Alright. So, sub 60 here. The 6800 is pegged out at about 97 to 100%. The Ryzen APU is at 52%. So, even at 4K, it looks like this game is going to tax out the GPU still. After all these years, 4K. I don't know what to say. But does this game still look pretty good? I mean, relatively, yeah. I'm still playing it. I still enjoy a little bit of ruckus here. I think the rain really looks good in this game. Just a personal preference. I like it. It's enjoyable. Nice. Nice. Alright, enough of that. Let's check out another game. Finally got Halo Infinite to load up. Had to reinstall it. Just another one of those issues I run into running this eGPU setup on the Steam Deck. I'm just going to use the Ultra preset. I'm not going to tweak these other settings because then it would be custom. So let's just try Ultra the way that they have it set here. Well, after several minutes of waiting, it finally loaded in. So here we go. We are at Ultra settings now. 4K, Steam Deck. Little stutter there. Not quite 60 FPS, but the RAM usage looks good. The 6800 is at about 88%, 96, so it's definitely using all of it. Oh, there's no ammo here. Okay, let's see if we can get 60 FPS. And just a quick look at what high is. This is high settings. Everything looks to be locked at high for the most part here. Yep. Okay, let's see how that looks. Whoop, stutter there. Probably just reloading textures, it's all good. A little closer to 60. This could be playable. I mean, those rocks look pretty good. That's decent. That certainly is decent. Oh well, there you go. That's Halo Infinite. Let's try out the last game, Forza Horizon 5. Let's make sure it's VSync off so we can unlock this. Now, they must have updated something recently because my overlay wouldn't work before, and now it does. So we're able to get a little bit better stats here. So let's try driving around, see how this goes. Alright, here we go. A little bit of stutter at first load in, but I think we just have to give it a little bit of time to kind of cache things up. Look at that. $4K, over 85, sometimes over 90 FPS. That's looking pretty good. Definitely holding over 60 real easy. Now for 4K, I don't feel like this is overkill. At least 4K 60. This feels like a really nice mix. I know before I said that for ETA Prime, when he first tested the 6900 XT, I believe it was, that was overkill. And I still kind of feel that way, but if he was doing 4K 120, that probably would be fine. Again, for this setup, because it's X4, anything is overkill. The 6600 should be set to 1080p and is probably the best matchup with this system. But for the purpose of testing this ain't too bad of a gameplay experience. Yeah, pretty smooth. Let me check the settings again here. Just make sure it didn't switch on us. Yep, still at high. I'm tempted to even go up to ultra. Let's try it. Okay, here we are. Now at ultra settings, I believe. The FPS doesn't look like it went down anymore. Let's just verify. Yeah, we're at ultra preset here. And it's on high quality ray tracing. That's impressive. So 99% usage on the 6800. That's good. And high 90s for the Ryzen APU. There you go. Ultra settings, 4K, Forza Horizon 5, Steam Deck, maxed out. It can do it. 4 cores, 8 threads. That's all you need, right? And a Mitsubishi Evo. After another day, we're finished. This is the setup. This is the RX 6800 with the Steam Deck. You saw those benchmarks. Not too bad at 4K. I think this is a pretty nice pairing. I initially thought that the RX 6600 was the way to go because of just the limitations of the X4 interface. But it seems like at 4K that this is also going to work pretty well. Not as good as this being in a regular full desktop system with X16, all the lanes available and everything, but for testing purposes, this works, I guess. I'm not going to be doing this anymore, just as an FYI, this is the last video I'm going to be doing with the Steam Deck torn apart. I accomplished my goal of running an eGPU, so that's all I wanted to do, and I put a higher-end graphics card in it, so, you know, job done. Like I said, if there was a Steam Deck 2, I would say that this is probably a really good option if they were to include eGPU support of some sort, like proper eGPU, like Thunderbolt. Anyway, yeah, this has been the test. This was a proof of concept, and it worked. If you haven't seen it yet, check out my other video where I would tried to do a makeshift mining rig with this card and a 6600 to see if that'll mine Ethereum, and if this could run a mining rig. That's kind of a cool idea too. Definitely not practical, just you know, proof of concept yet again. But anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I don't get paid for any of this. I don't have advertisements, so you know, if you could just hit like and subscribe. I'm gonna have more videos. I have a lot more Steam Deck stuff I want to show with the actual Steam Deck, Steam OS, and running the games that I've been playing. That video is still coming up. It's taken a little bit longer to work on that, but I'm going to keep having more content on my channel. And yeah, if you could just show your support by hitting like and subscribe, I really would appreciate that. Alright, thanks. Have a good day. God bless. Take care.